Imagine Calvary. I wanted to do a little short devotion, a follow-up from our Advent, which we're talking about hope. And I kind of want to share a little bit, just for a few moments, out of Micah today. Micah chapter 5, verses 2 through 4. Some familiar verses, but a little background about the story of Micah. Micah 6:8, is one of the most famous verses in Micah. It talks about seeking justice. And the reason that's important is Micah, in the time of Israel, was really struggling. It was actually in Judah, and they could see what was coming. Darker days were ahead. Yet in the midst of the people coming in to take over their land, Micah offers them hope. And as we're looking in the future, I want to be reminded of what we are looking for, which is hope, even if this becomes a difficult winter or whatever may come in our way. So Micah 5:2 says, Bethlehem Ephrath, you are small among the clans of Judah. One will come from you to be a ruler over Israel for me. His origin is from antiquity, from the ancient times. Therefore Israel will abandon until the time when she who is in labor has given birth. Then the rest of her ruler's brothers will return to the people of Israel. He will stand and shepherd them in the strength of the Lord, in the majestic name of the Lord his God. They will live securely, for then his greatness will extend to the ends of the earth. A couple real quick things you get out of that passage. First of all, ease of life is not a promise. God's faithfulness is. The ease of our life is not a promise. And I think sometimes we don't understand that if we think that if we're following Jesus, then we should be able to get everything we want and life should be good. And we even kind of know it, but I need to be reminded that a lot. So if I need to be reminded that, I'm guessing you do too. And for those who are parents, I'm sure you have to remind your kids, Dad, Mom, why is all this happening? And you can sit there and go, yeah, we are faithful to God because ultimately this turns out well, but it doesn't mean that today will be easy. The second thing I gather from this passage is even in the most difficult circumstances, we can have hope. As I talked about Sunday, hope is the realization that one day it will work out well. And we have hope knowing that one day hope will cease. Because when hope ceases, it means that it's come to fruition, that the one day we will be walking with Jesus. One day we will have his presence in our life, and it will be good. So even in the most difficult of circumstances, we have hope, because what doesn't kill us will make us stronger. And even if it does kill us, for those who walk with Jesus, we have hope in knowing that we will live forever with him in eternity. And the final thing I get from this is, where are you staring? What are you focused on? There's a place we can stare, both past and future and present. It talks about there, it's from antiquity. It's been told a long time ago that Jesus would be coming. Well, the anticipation of the Advent story is Jesus is coming and has come, but he's going to come again. So we can look back to the past, that Christmas Day, the original one, did come. Jesus was born. We can look to the future and know that Jesus is coming again. And in the middle of it all is this beautiful realization that God's presence is here with us now. So as we are waiting for the arrival of Christmas Day for this year, we don't have to wait for the arrival of where to focus. We focus on him. This season is a reminder to us all, as we're sharing through the Advent series with churches all over this globe, to remind us to keep our focus on Christ. I invite you to join that with us today, and as we continue to go throughout the season. Merry Christmas, everybody. He is alive.